I'm not connecting to any press.
Because we don't necessarily want filming. So.
Sorry, I told you to back then. I'm sorry.
We've been coming here for 20 years. And this we come here for love, out of love and kindness. And this is a really hard year. The elder who usually leads us has joined the ancestors. So if we have a hard time today, please bear with us, because we're improvising. She's here with us in spirit, and we know that she wants this work to continue. I feel it's like so important to just remind folks that it was her teachings that really have infused how we gather here. And who we center, which are those who are most impacted by violence. That is missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and trans and two-spirit people. It's even more important than ever to express that these days with the increasing fascist rise of right-wing politics that are harming and, threatening, dehumanizing those relations, particularly. Ongoing genocides, ongoing attacks against vulnerable community members. So I think that what we're doing here today, gathering in ceremony with those teachings of love and kindness, is one way that we can resist, and it's a really powerful way. We never have time to just read out all the names of all the groups, individuals, organizations that support us, because the list is so long, but I just really do want to acknowledge this year that for 20 years that has been growing and growing. We have folks from all the different agencies, Aboriginal Indigenous agencies. My office closed down so that the staff can be here. We have helping hands, we have financial donations, we have food offerings in the back. It's really beautiful how this has grown and been supported, and that's part of why we're still here, coming here after 20 years. So thank you, Miigwech, for all of that. Thank you so much. I also want to remember the women from the downtown east side, the grannies and the aunties, that prompted us to gather here 20 years ago. They have been marching, this will be their 34th year. They were leaders in bringing attention to the missing and murdered, and we joined them 20 years ago because we wanted to say, we got your backs, and this doesn't just happen in Vancouver. This is a systemic part of what makes Canada, Canada. Canada is founded, this settler colonial project is founded on missing and murdered, and we always knew that we are in it for the long haul, but we won't stop until the violence does. Did I miss anything? So we have a really special guest today that I'm going to hand the mic to now. Miigwech. Just going to put a condom on this mic because we're being very COVID safe.
Okay, Miigwech. And I knew I was going to cry. My darling, my name is Julie, and I'm a dancing firewoman, and I'm Mi'kmaq from Buttigieg First Nation. Miigwech, so Miigwech is Mi'kmaq, and their grandmother in Mi'kmaq. So what their Miigwech was able to do here in Toronto, even though we didn't have her in Nova Scotia, it's amazing to see what she did here for everybody. And just thank you all very much for being here. Well,
Okay, at this time, we're speaking to the water.
And I just want to say Miigwech now and go for everyone coming, as hard as it is, for more ways than one, making it and standing tall against the violence and against our sisters. And speaking to the water, water is life. Water is, we're mostly made up of water, and so, you know, water gives us life. Protects the baby when it's in the womb, the baby's around all that beautiful water and protection. And when we drink water, we're replenishing it. Women are the protectors of water, and so water is very important to us living and growing our plants and medicines that we need to live. So water is life, and Miigwech. You can drink your water now.
in a certain way, you can see your heart.
Such a very, very long time ago, there was a set of twins. They loved to play in the forest. That is where they went every day. One day, as they were out romping in the forest, something happened. One of them lost their lives, and the other one felt so bad. He didn't know what to do. So he buried them in the earth and went back to their village. And they said to everyone that their twin was lost. And so every day they went back out to the forest, and every day they would go and visit their twin, or visit where their twin is.
One day, while they were visiting with their twin, they knew that they would pick the gift of the strawberry, and they did. They knew that it was something they were supposed to take back to the village and their community, so that when they bit into the amazing strawberry, he knew that the twin forgave him. And so the strawberry stands for that. It stands for forgiveness. I'm joining as well. And when the remaining twin returned to the community, they had the courage to tell the truth. They explained what happened to them. And so the strawberry represents courage, truth, unconditional love, honesty, forgiveness. So we give thanks today for O'Damon, strawberry.
This is also when we gather. Before Christopher Columbus got lost and we found him and brought him home and took care of him, we would gather all our medicines before the winter came. And so the berries have their time. It starts with the strawberries and it goes through a cycle. And those who choose to be gatherers, to look after the medicine, who choose or identified with being a life giver or being a woman, when the time came when they reached puberty, people who have moon time would fast for the whole year for the berries. And in that time, the ceremony would, or the community would teach. The community would teach. We needed to understand that if it was all about what the medicine was for, and when that year was up, they got to eat strawberries again. And so it's a symbol of resilience.
The organizers have asked people not to film. Are you
And so, Creator, we give you thanks today for the gift of strawberries and all the berries that you gave us throughout the year, and the medicines from earth. We choose to do a strawberry ceremony for the missing and murdered Indigenous women, two spirits, and trans girls, because the power of what a strawberry is and what it stands for.
That was directly from various times that Wanda has told us that teaching in that story. So those were her words directly read out to you today by her family and loved ones. I'm going to pass it on to Joyce here, Mama Joyce. You can eat your strawberry now. Eat the greens, we wash them, it's good for you. Find somebody in the crowd who will eat it if you won't. So you can eat your strawberry and then we're going to hear from some family members.
Good morning, good afternoon, people. I'm Mama J, and I just want to say a few quick words. Firstly, I want to honor a beautiful lady.
Say that again?
Who was traveled onto this vehicle. I'm talking about she was going to be missed by the whole Aboriginal community, and especially those who were lucky to have her in their lives, and I was one of those people. Rest well, Wanda. Secondly, say a little about the ceremony we are having right now. This is an annual event. This being the 20th year, it's to honor the lives of the missing and murdered Indigenous girls, feminine girls, and it's to bring awareness and show the struggles and injustices faced by our Indigenous communities across Turtle Island. This year, and pretty well every day this year, there's been an Indigenous female live missing. I say shame on the government, shame on the justice system, and shame on the police for not being more concerned about our loved ones who have been murdered. They assume what they figure happened to our women and girls without any concrete evidence, like we did in my girl's case. More work has to be done. We have to work as a group and band together to bring lots more awareness to the injustices against our women and girls. I believe the root of the injustice against our sisters is just plain systemic racism. Residential schools, 60 school, sexual abuse by family members that's kept silent, and mainly spousal abuse. Last and most important, I want to say be careful when you're traveling, no matter if it's just a corner store. Don't travel alone. Have somebody with you. Be aware of your surroundings. And let family and friends know where you're going and what time you're going to be home. And with that all being said, be safe and watch your surroundings. And I'll see you all next year. And this shouldn't be held just once a year. We should honor our women and girls every single day.
I'd like to invite up Monica. Meet in the middle.
Hi everyone, it's Monica Forrester. I'm a two-spirit trans woman of color, and my experience is Salvadoran. First, I want to say thanks to the people that put this event together. I think it's right for many of us to actually be here in solidarity, remember people who lost, to keep fighting for justice. And just, 15 years ago, Audrey and the other came to me. I come from a very crazy past. I traveled east to west coast. I
blocking my camera?
And I lost a lot of friends due to violence. And even some of them still the same. So I was so honored when Audrey came to me. As you know, I've been managed Toronto for the last 17 years. And I work with so many other different ministers. I work at Two-Spirits, and I work over at Street Health. I'm all over the place. But for why I do all that work is because I want to make the visibility to Two-Spirit trans clubs. I think it's so important. That we have a voice, that we are present. You know, especially in our community. You know, that's something when I left
Do you see this?
into these streets. That's why I know what Two-Spirit says. That we are because of the city and discrimination.
Can you stop
You
it?
know, I don't know here, no relation to 90. A lot of my cousins was just jobs generally, just who they were, you know, and they shouldn't have died, you know what they did. Which brought me to a place that I needed to speak out. I needed to bring awareness that, you know, all indigenous people suffer. We need justice, we need visibility, and we need to educate. So when, you know, the summer is going to get a hammer on top, you know, we need you. We need your voice. We need you to do representation of the communities that we don't talk about. You know, when we think about this community within women, we have to include those sectors. We need to remember they're part of our community. And we need to remember.
Can you explain what's going on here?
It's our members in and is this respectful behavior that we're seeing right now? Well, I saw you in a video with Mr. Menzies, and all you do is record protests. Now, you have two eyes right now. Can you tell me what you see? Right, so I'm standing just above you. Do you see this? You can call her a lady. Do you see what she's up to? Okay, thank you.
Education, you know, all those different things. So just remember, you know, we have a lot of marginalized people in our communities, community members here, that are experiencing violence and stigma every day of their lives. You know, yeah, I have privilege in these spaces, but when I step out of these spaces, I have them. So we have to recognize, and I know a lot of that can understand that. You know, when we experience it every day of our lives, when we walk into a door, we go into work, when we leave the bathroom, you know, when we take up space, and that's where we're here today, taking up space. Also, we have to hold police and our justice system accountable. If they're, they're doing so much around reconciliation, what are they really doing? Shame, right? We want to see our words into action. We want our indigenous women and families. We want justice. So I just want to thank everyone for coming. Thank you for bringing me into this and being a part of something that's so important for all of us. We wish.
What's your name?
Someone lost an AirPod. Anybody ever seen an AirPod? One of those white things that you can
Well, you
It's an earbud.
You've ruined my whole experience of this event.
Where you came to participate.
Where we lost
I'm here for you.
1 year. And one was Bella family. Bella was studying at Howard College, was on her way to be an amazing designer. She was on her way to London to do a practicum there. She was brilliant. Her family, she was from Little Buffalo, out west, and she came off the 30th floor of a downtown condo. No one reported her missing. It was the police that had to go door to door. By the time they got to the unit she came from, the people had wiped down and taken care of any evidence. No one was ever interrogated. No one was ever charged. Bella's family still wants the truth. We still want truth for Bella. And we have a really special guest, Bella's roommate, who's with us here today. I'm going to pass the mic.
Okay, He's talking
He's like a pigeon.
I had the worst of life in 2013. When Andre said that nobody had been interrogated, it's actually a little bit not accurate. Because actually what happened in this case is that actually the police tried to put me at the scene of her crime. They used intimidation tactics because I lived in the same division that was handling her case. So, the past years they would drive up on the sidewalk beside me and then just go slow. Or even one year after strawberry ceremony. I don't know if it was related or not, but a helicopter was shining its light into my living room. And just because all we wanted was justice for Bella, because she wound up with the wrong crowd. And they did nothing. They destroyed her phone because they believed that there was evidence in that phone, and they did not return her belongings to her family. The case is still open. The family will not close it. And this needs to come to light. The truth must be told. I pray every day that the truth will be heard and that somebody that knows what happened that day will speak. Because we need these stories that we can say that we're getting justice for our women, for two-spirit, for trans women. We are not going to keep quiet, and we're going to continue no matter how long it takes. This was over a decade ago. And my heart goes out to the whole family. The ripple effect of her loss is just something that only people who experience these types of things will understand. And my heart goes out to all of you who's been affected by this. Wanda was the one who helped me. We got Wanda.
Why this recent teaching? Why the promotion? Why the relatives? I want to thank the folks who came today with intentions to create space for us here in the circle by setting up, by flyering, by making sure the drummers and those who are our knowledge keepers are able to be here in a good way. For the folks who are disabled who are able to be here. For the folks who see with their eyes and hear with their eyes are able to be here for the interpreters. I want to thank the folks who make signs to bring attention to this for the people walking by on the streets who do not see this as an issue. I come to you as a family member, a nickname, a grandchild, a sibling, and a cousin of someone who was reported missing and later found murdered. I want to give thanks to Vancouver, the people of the Swillitude, Musqueam, Squamish homelands, for creating space for our relatives to take up the streets and say no more. To say that we are not disposable as Indigenous matriarchs, girls, Two-Spirit, and trans folks. I want to say thanks to Wanda and the gifts that she was able to give to us, and share, and that other people are now picking up that bundle. And other people are now creating spiritual safety and brave spaces for us to continue this fight, to continue this conversation about everything being murdered. Because I bring with me my relatives who never made it home. Monica Jack, the youngest person to ever be taken from the Highway of Tears. Diane Stewart, who was walking home after New Year's. Roxanne Louie, who never made it home to her son. Krumsantz, Gottfriedson, Manuel. Roxanne Louie, Alana Brown, Cheyenne Kruger, Kit Morrow, my aunts, whose remains were in the pig farms, who never made it home, my cousins and my sister. I wish we didn't have to gather on days today to bring recognition to the disposability of our women, girls, and Two-Spirit folks. I wish we could come together from a place of joy and love and not pain. I wish the families that here who spoke could have closure. That's my wish. Joy, love, that we're seeing as special matriarchs. I want to thank folks for coming out. This is never a good time to come together, but it's a place of strength and power. And as you go home, check in with others. And remember the medicine that you got from the water, because someone gathered that water. It wasn't just from when it was put in the cup. Someone's intentions went into that to help your spirit as you leave here and your heart. Someone washed those strawberries for you with intention. So as the ceremony continues, travel safely, check on the person to your left or right, because even though our relative is no longer here, we have been given teachings by Wanda and many others, people who are knowledge keepers. And it's from the ages of young people to older folks that are knowledge keepers. And Miigwech, Kukuks, travel safely, everybody.
My name is Marie Cadet, and I'm here from the Wonder Spirit School with our young girls, our young singers, who came for the first time last year and really felt empowered by what they saw here. And they need to share their voices in song, in the way that they came into this world with that beautiful gift of love. And they want to offer the song to you today. We have two songs, and they really work hard at learning their songs and singing loudly and reading their songs. I also want to acknowledge grandmother Wanda Whitebird, who is also one of my teachers. I acknowledge Wanda often when I'm doing my full moon ceremonies. As one of my teachers, I never forget that share that good medicine with me in that way. I've known her for a very long time. And also the awareness that is being brought here for our young women, and that these girls could be able to know and understand the issues that are going on as they grow up and this introduce our students. The first song is the Strong Woman song, and I know we all know it, so you can also support them. And the second song will be a traveling song.
Bonjour les Juliet, Manishikara and the Junikas, MMIWGT2s, Hello everybody, my name is Manishikara. I'm a First Period Elder, and I'm here to celebrate with all of you, and also to remember the missing women. And also I'm here, I came here for other reasons. I was speaking somewhere else, and I heard there was something going on here, so I came. Somebody brought me here, her name is Philippa. Anyway, so I just want to keep on remembering the ones that are gone.
Stop following me.
And remember to keep the future of the women and the younger generation. Also to remember what the elder said earlier. I'm also to keep in mind when you are alone somewhere. If you're alone, then make a phone call and say you are alone and you're going this way or that over there, you won't have people know. Stay where you're supposed to be. And do not listen to any strangers that say, come on, I'll give you a ride or I'll do something for you or I'll help you out. Or they'll even offer you to help you to the village somewhere. Don't trust no one except the one you know. That's what I say. Only the ones you know are your friends, your family, your co-workers, and all those people. And we are here to remember our sisters that have gone. And they are left us behind for us to remember today and every other day. We will always remember them. And remember that they're in the spirit world, and someday we're going to be there. Maybe not. Why is it? But you never know. Anything can happen anytime. I came to breakfast to speak to the adults, and then I spoke to the kids. It was really good the last few days. And then I came here and my plane got stuck. I was not able to go up the plane until tomorrow morning. So I'm in a hotel stuck with four corners, four windows, whatever you want to call it. But I'm here when somebody told me there was something going on here. I was really happy to be here with all of you people. And being a two-spirit elder, there's a lot of work I have to do with the people that's coming out. And remember, relatives of two-spirit people, please let your children be what they want to be. Don't shame them. Don't say anything bad about two-spirit people. Fight for them. Love them. And when you wake up every morning, every other day, love yourself. Tell yourself I love you in the mirror. And I did that for 23 days. And I began to love myself more than anything. I come first. Other people come after. That's what I believe about love. You have to respect yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to do everything for yourself in 24 hours. That's all you have to think about when you're here. And for all you young people, you're always in my heart for 24 hours. I love you guys, fighting for you in the journey. Don't listen to other people when they say, oh, you're not that person. Just going to obey.
I didn't know
But don't obey.
there was different water.
Let yourself grow the way you're supposed to grow. It doesn't matter if you grew up to be a straight person. I don't understand that part. But whatever you are, you're just a person. And if you decide to be gay, or if you decide to be two-spirit, if you decide to be lesbian, if you decide to be So we'll stand together with the kids, the youth, the adults, the teens, and the old, like me. I'm old. See you guys.
You watched for that beautiful, unexpected contribution. We love you. And some closing remarks.
Sergos Noguego, Terry Montoya Yongas, Oswego de Olano. My name is Terry Montoya. I'm a Mohawk Wolf Clan from Six Nations, the Grand Territory. It's a Haudenosaunee, sort of one of our things we always do is to say the closing. After we met together and met in ceremony, so we often close the space by saying thank you. Thank you to creation for bringing us all here. Thank you to the power of spirit for bringing us together. Thank you to Wanda, who I miss so much, who always said, you know, love is where, love is the unconditional thing that we all do that brings us together, and that's why we do this ceremony, to love and honor those that have left, those that are missing, and those that we miss. And so I hope for you a safe journey and a safe travel today. Be safe, be peaceful, and I think very calmly and with love to our Palestinian relatives. I want to especially thank them for a lot of the teachings that we've gotten from them and for their unquenching and resolute resistance in the face of genocide. The struggles that we have here at Turtle Island are the same struggle. And we also recognize what settler colonialism is when we see it. So I want to shout out our Palestinian relatives and hope that they have land back, like we all do. And one last thing I want to say to our lost women, trans and two-spirit and girls, you are gone, you are never forgotten. Every time we eat strawberry, every time we see a hummingbird, every time we see a butterfly, we think of you in love. And so we remember them and we will always remember them. Yellow.
We'll have a couple of songs and then we'll be going home. Women's Warriors from the West Coast. Stop the animation. This is what they sing at the Women's Memorial March, and then it goes down to the side. So we're going to be